over the threshold of those bluestone buildings, I was physically hit by that smell of human being and urine.
I think the refractory was a mechanism for punishing women who were difficult. I don't think it had any medical benefit. It was purely for a punishment.
It just seemed to come out of the walls. And in that there were between 30 and 40 women that we'd kept under lock all day because of their behavioural problems.
I heard that one woman, she was tied to a chair for over 1,000 hours.
Women could be incarcerated forever for having venereal disease or menopause.
One woman tied to a chair till the day of her death.
She was placed in a restraining device called the bird cage by the nursing staff.
If you were homeless, or if you were a vagrant, had no money, or even if you just acted strangely, you were subject to the Lunacy Act.
When she's in the bird cage, she insists on answering them in song,
which would place you in a place like this.
She doesn't respond at all in conversation. She only sings her answers.
The conditions here, well, physically it's very much like a prison.
Hey, hiya.
You're early.
Yeah, I thought I'd catch up on my best of Rod Stewart.
Got my things ready. You're filming?
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so my name's Deanna and I'm a photography student for Victoria University, and I'll be me and Daniel.
Hi, my name's Daniel and I'll be helping with the filming department for this program.
And you are a what student?
Victoria University student. So, hi, I'm Daniel Nolan.
Yeah. There you go.
Hi, my name's Daniel Nolan. I'm a film student at Victoria University and I hope you enjoy our film.
So basically what we're going to be doing here for the next probably 15 minutes is we're going to be recapping the history of Sunbury University, which used to be Sunbury Lunatic Asylum, and we'll be going through and we'll show all the different buildings and what was inside of each building, the female ward, the male ward, the hospital, and we'll be proving these here ghost stories, these so-called ghost sightings. We'll be trying to prove them, you know, false. So we'll see what happens. Sunbury was opened as an asylum in October 1879. From its establishment until 1905, the institution at Sunbury was known as an asylum. This title emphasised its function as a place of detention rather than a hospital which provided treatment for mentally ill people who could not be cured. In 1962, under the provisions of Mental Health Act 1959, Sunbury was proclaimed in the Government Gazette as a mental hospital and a training centre, as it was responsible for mentally disturbed and mentally retarded patients.
It was part of a reform to remove the lunatics from jails and overcrowded prisons into a more cottage-like, spaced-out system, although this was built originally to be a jail for the criminally insane.
Conditions at Sunbury in its early years left much to be desired. Boys were badly fed and clothed, and illness and death were commonplace. An average of 15% of the children were sick at any one time, and in the first year of operation, 11% of the average population in the industrial school died, giving the school the nickname Sunbury Slaughterhouse. Constructed in 1906, Building 1 was the male infirmary ward until 1992. Building 1 is now a hospitality training centre with Victoria's restaurant and bar. Constructed in 1892, along with 3, 4 and 7, Building 2 was designed as the male admission and special ward. In front of Building 2, 3 and 7 are beautifully restored rotundas. These are known as sunshades when constructed in 1897. Building 3 was constructed as the male hospital wards and used as such until the late 1980s.
Building 4, constructed in 1894, is one of the most impressive buildings in the outstanding precinct. It has a grand entrance with contrasting sandstone supported with grey pillars with a balcony above.
Buildings 7, 8 and 9. These buildings are a mirror image to Building 1, 2 and 3. Female patients were housed here. Built in 1938, Building 12 was the hall and chapel. One end was used as a chapel as the other had the stage and cinema. The openings of the projection room can still be seen across the chapel end. Building 14 was constructed in 1925 as a nurses' home. The Dutch colonial revival style with prominent rendered gables contrasts with the usual red brick.
A single bluestone building with wide verandas on the front and one side. Building 18 was the original industrial school hospital, hence its isolation from the rest of the industrial school complex.
This single-storey building was constructed in 1914 as a new hospital for the insane. The verandas were glass during 1960. Right behind me is Building 8. Inside of these red brick walls are many ghost sightings, so we're going to go inside now and see if we can find any ghosts. Inside these very walls, many women just walked in and out every single day. Their lives were inside of this echoey, cold building. And in these very rooms such as this, you can actually see the old peepholes from where the women were housed inside these very cells. Also inside this very building there have been many rooms of ghost sightings. The one we're about to experiment now is the flicking light. This is the very light that flicks at night. Apparently a young boy has fun with the switches and he likes to have a little play around with them. So we'll just see if we're going to be... Daniel, you getting this? You getting this, Daniel?
Oh, sorry, it was just me flicking on my arm there. Sorry, mate.